How do I know if I struggle with gluttony? Gluttony, one of the 7 deadly sins. Our relationship with food, it matters. So nothing that I'm about to share is meant to accuse. All of this is meant to help us identify where we need to grow in our hearts and how we can grow in virtue and how we can say no to the things that lead us away from Jesus. Saint Gregory the Great has an awesome way of explaining gluttony, and he categorizes gluttony into 5 different types of eaters. So he talks about the hasty eater, the greedy eater, the overeater, the fastidious eater, and the sumptuous eater. So the first is the hasty eater. The hasty eater is the eater that sees food and needs to eat it right away. The hasty eater takes a bite when there's another bite already in their mouth. The hasty eater is someone who has a bag of chips in their house and can't help but eat it. Or the person at the dinner party who is taste testing all of the snacks, taste testing all of the things before the meal has even started. The hasty eater sees food and can't say no, has to eat it right away. So the second one is the greedy eater. The greedy eater is the first one to the buffet. The greedy eater is the one who is the first to fill up their plate. And not only fill up their plate, but fill up their plate to the brim. That a greedy eater has trouble spacing out their plates. So if you're at a buffet, you fill everything to the brim because you're worried that you won't get enough later. Or you're the first one to fill up food at a party because you're worried that other people will take your food. So the third type is the overeater. The overeater, perfect example is Augustus Gloop from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Augustus Gloop can't help but keep eating, can't help but overeat. The overeater feels full, is totally filled up, doesn't need to eat any more food, but continues to eat for the pleasure, continues to eat to fill themselves up. This donut right in front of me, even though I'm totally full, it looks too good to pass up. I want to experience it. I want to taste it. I need to eat. I need to continue to eat. I want to continue to experience the pleasure. So these first 3, the hasty eater, the greedy eater, the overeater, these are what St. Gregory the Great calls gluttony of excess. So these next 2 he calls gluttony of delicacy. So the first is the fastidious eater, also known as the picky eater. If you've ever been out to eat where a person keeps sending the food back or only has a particular type of food that they eat, says that they can never eat this, taking away any kind of allergies. People will say, I just don't eat that. I don't like that. Or I only have it this way. I only drink this warm, or I only drink this cold. I only have this toasted. I don't have this raw. Whatever it is, the picky eater, the fastidious eater, is worried about the experience. A good question to ask yourself is my fussiness with food getting in the way of the experience? Is my fussiness with food affecting other people? That's a great question to ask when it comes to the fastidious eater, when it comes to the picky eater. And then the last, and the one that I struggle with the most, is the sumptuous eater, the person who wants the best food, wants the best meal, wants the best tasty experience as possible. Chicken breast and broccoli don't cut it. I want to have a savory meal. I want to have the most sumptuous meal. I don't just want to have mediocre wine. I want to have the best wine. I don't want to have just a regular cup of coffee. I want a coffee snob kind of coffee. I don't want just a normal burger. I want the best burger made in Chicago. I want the best deep dish pizza made in Chicago. I want the most sumptuous meal. All of this is St. Gregory the Great's way of explaining gluttony in these 5 different types of gluttonous eaters. So now that we've identified where we fall into this, we can help ourselves to become more free. That I'm free to be virtuous. I'm free to say no. I'm free to be able to follow Jesus. So once I identify where I struggle with gluttony, now I can take measures to be able to become free. Because when it comes to virtue and when it comes to vice, it's all about freedom, the freedom that Jesus wants. that he can be the one who satisfies our heart. So if I'm a hasty eater, maybe I need to just say no to snacks. If I'm a greedy eater, maybe that means that I need to let everyone else get food before me, that I choose to be the last one to eat. If I'm an overeater, it's time to learn temperance and to be able to say no and to eat and drink in moderation. If I'm a fastidious eater, maybe that means I just need to be able to eat whatever is right in front of me and to be able to get rid of any expectations I have for the meal in front of me. And if I'm a sumptuous eater, maybe that means I need to learn how to eat really bland food and to be okay with that and to offer that to the Lord. All of this, again, is about freedom. Food is good. Food is not evil. You are good. You are not evil. And Jesus wants to be the one that satisfies the cravings of your heart. Love you, praying for you. This is Spirit Juice. Peace. You know those questions that are tricky questions about the faith that really stir the pot? I want those. Send it to askapriest@spiritjuice.org and you might be featured on the next episode. Spirit Juice got answers. Peace.